Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I'm gonna show you a trick that I just found in Timberborn, and I haven't seen any other streamer or the developers mention about it. So today we're gonna investigate the sluices, the impermeable floor, and figure out the secrets that they hold. And this will help the beavers stay well and happy by blocking the bad water and storing the good water for later use. We're gonna split the topics into 3 parts. The first one will be related to how to seal the water and seal the bad water. And afterwards, the second topic will be creating water towers, and the third topic will be about self-irrigating farms using the water tower we created previously. So without further ado, let's start with our first topic. Let's assume that we want to block this water source over here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to put 4 sluices on each side. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Afterwards, I'm gonna put some platforms behind and then some overhangs. To finish it up, we're gonna place 2 levees in the center. This will be our divider. Let's talk a bit about why we split this into 2. So on the left side, we're gonna have the pure water coming out, and on the right side, we're gonna have the bad water going out. Moreover, make sure you're checking close above contamination 5% on both levels of the left side, because sluices only manage to function horizontally and not vertically. Let's do the same thing on the right side, but this time we're gonna close below contamination. So we're gonna unpause the game a bit to see it in action. What will happen is that on the left side, the water will start flowing, and also if it encounters blockages, will start spilling from the top. For the demonstration purposes, let's close these top ones and the bottom ones. Now, if we're gonna put some impermeable floors down and resume the game, we're gonna notice that the water completely stops going down river. Therefore, we've managed to fully isolate the area from the good water and the bad water. Now, let's actually split those into 2 parts. I'm gonna do this by using our friendly levees to split the river into 2. The left side will contain the good water, so we're gonna isolate it completely and carry it upstream. Let's destroy a bit this area, because I want to put some sluices over here, namely 4 of them. The reasoning I'm putting 4 of them over here is to make sure that if the water flow overflows, it has somewhere to go. Let's make sure that the bottom ones are activated and set to auto open. We can see the water, how it's self-rising at the moment, and once it reaches the point, it will continue downstream. So, with the good water being captured now, let's test a bit how the bad waters would look like. For that, I'm going to switch through seasons until I'm getting bad tide. Perfect. You can see how the bad tide goes on the right side, whilst the clean water stopped from filling in. Whilst we're also on the topic of bad tide, let's roll to the next clip. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, is this working for bad water too? Well, you can bet your sweet tail that it does. So let's assume that we want to block this area out. I'm gonna put some levees down, then use the 4 platform this time, overhang times 4, and lock the area down. Then I'm just gonna fill in the remaining empty space with more levees. This should allow me to avoid the bad water from escaping. And now let's see how it works. We're gonna notice that the Badwater is filling up and then overflowing at the top. But no worry, the impermeable floor is here to save us. Place down some impermeable floors and there you go. You got yourself out of a pickle and you don't need to worry about Badwater anymore. Let's move on to the second topic of the day. But firstly, let me tell you who I am. I'm a beginner streamer, evolving his skills on a daily basis. I love playing city builder games like Timberborn and others, but also enjoy playing survival games. I prefer live streaming and sharing knowledge with you guys rather than editing videos. Please pause a bit the video, click that like and subscribe button, and hell, even the bell icon if you want to be notified. Also, leave a comment of what you want me to cover next, either Timberborn related or other city builder and survival games. Now let's resume the clip. Let's talk about the second topic I'd like to discuss, and that is creating a water tower. We got the bad tide separated from the good tide, but that doesn't help us neither in the bad tide, neither in the good season. So what we can do is actually build ourselves a water tower so we can store all of this precious water somewhere to use it during droughts. The way I'd like to do it is to use double platforms or single platforms. So I'll start with double platforming over here, then move to triple platforming up until this point. Let's say that over here we're gonna jump a bit higher, so I'm going to still continue placing platforms until I reach the desired levels. Then I'm gonna fill in the blanks with levees. Let's also close these parts so we can see if we're gonna switch back to normal cycle. The bad tide will stop over here. As you can see, contamination dropped, and now we should be able to see the good water flowing through here. Of course, because we didn't put any impermeable floors, they will start rising above. So what we can do actually is place some more over here, and you're gonna see the good water rising even further. We should be able to see it any moment now. Here we go. It started rising. Except it didn't start rising. Let's check why. Oh, yeah. The sluices over here, they need to be unchecked on the close when downstream is more than 50%. So now all of the water is overflowing over here, but we can prevent it from overflowing by using levees on top, like this. Let's also fix that mistake. And impermeable floors, like this. And now we moved the entire water source over here. Now let's build our water tower. I'm gonna use a double platform over here, fill it in with levees, and let's make a huge water tower. This is for demonstration purposes. You can start with a smaller one if you want. Here we go. And as you can see, all the water is getting pushed here, but it doesn't raise up. Now, how can we raise it? You guessed it. We're gonna put platforms on top. And complete it with impermeable floors. And now we should be able to see the water level here rising. Perfect. So we have our water tower filled. What will happen next? It will overflow, of course. How do we fix this? That's pretty simple. We're gonna pause the game again. Delete some entries from here. And place another set of sluices. And then levees on top of it. Good. These sluices will be closed later down the line, but for now we're gonna leave them open. And let's make a downstream construction. Good. So now we are forcing all of the good water to exit. At the desired height, we can place 2 more sluices. Let's make it a bit bigger. Here we go. And these we can leave it permanently open so they can handle the overflow. Cool. So now we got good water that always flows down river, and it will help our beaver. Now, what happens when drought hits? Let's test it out and see, shall we? Now we're gonna go to the menu and rotate through seasons until I get drought. Here we go. Now drought hit us. We have a lot of water here. We can collect it with the water pumps, or if we want to have it constantly in our settlement, we can actually trickle feed it from here. And that would be for part 3. Let's discuss about the third and final tip. Let's say that you're like me and you like your farms to be always watered. You're always having a beaver working at the fluid pump, pumping water in the underneath canal, so all of your farm is fully watered. But as you can see, this takes a lot of time and it uses the resources that you already got. That's a bad thing to do, especially when you're using the iron tails, as they collect water harder than the folk tails. So, what we can do, let's pause this guy up. I don't want to use him anymore. And instead, come over here at the dam. Let's destroy a bit the dam with a dynamite. And let's create a 1 tile length water canal. Good. Now what we can do is actually destroy this part. Of course, on your side, when you're gonna play, you're gonna make it the plan firstly, and then build your things, so you have everything prepared. So now, let's put a sluice over here. And then put levees on top to fill it up back. Good. On the sluice, you can decide when to close it. Let's say when it's above 0.10 water. So this way, you can fully irrigate your crops without the need of beavers working at your fluid pump. And the nice thing about it, this sluice will auto-close and auto-open itself whenever it's needed. Now, this entire water tank should hold through a drought season. So let's jump to a drought approaching. Here we go. And now we got 20 days of drought. I'm just gonna leave it like this and speed run it forward. Sadly, this water tower of 4 height, it seems like it wasn't enough to survive all of the days, and we were left with 3.1 days still remaining. But you kinda get the gist of the operation over here. Of course, if you had more than 1 beaver working the farm, most likely you would have had enough resources to survive 2, 3, or even 4 more droughts back to back. And this should be all I wanted to cover in this video. Remember, if you watched it until the end, like, subscribe, and leave a comment for what you want to see me do in the next video. What you're seeing right now on the screen are my beavers enjoying their life on the Thousand Island map. If you want to see how they got from 0 to hero, and also see my evolution as a streamer, check out the playlist I'll put somewhere around here. Else, just check out other videos YouTube suggests. Badger out.